We're continuing our series on managing our mental and emotional health during the holidays with Dr. Kelly Rabenstein, author and licensed psychologist, who is back to share tips on setting boundaries that make us feel good, that make us feel safe. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So exactly what boundaries here are we talking about?
When we talk about the holidays, we think of all the expectations that come upon us from our families, friends, work, everywhere.
Yes.
And it can feel extremely overwhelming. We know that anxiety, depression, and even suicidality rates are so high during this time of year.
Well, because there's so much pressure, it's a joyful time of year. It should be for many, but for a lot, it is not. It's a sad time, whether you've suffered a recent loss or of a person or a job or anything, you can succumb to what you call the holiday blues.
Yes.
The seasonal blues,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you pull yourself out of that, though? Because you don't want to feel down the whole time either.
No, there's always a way. So the first thing that I always tell people is to focus on anything that you love about this time of year, because it's here and it's everywhere. So if there's one thing you can find to focus on, I call it the season of gratitude.
Yes.
And for me, that makes me like it because I can find things to be grateful for in my life. And when we train our brains to look specifically for things that make us happy, we feel better inside.
Sure, and I think what the expectation that we put on ourselves is also what we reflect to the outside world. So when we go back to that talk about boundaries, so you come out of the door and you say, I'm grateful that it's a new day, new opportunity to do something great for somebody.
Yes.
So you set that boundary. What is the boundary that you set then for other people to follow suit?
So this making boundaries is actually very easy if we follow a simple formula. And the first step is knowing what you want, where you want that line.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have difficulty even really knowing. We're uncomfortable, but we can't figure out why.
Right.
So knowing where we have that line and then clearly communicating it to other people is key, and then being able to hold that line.
Sure. So we're talking about time.
Yes, your time, your energy, your money, your love, your peace. A lot of times, there's an expectation to be extremely social during this time of year.
Yes.
But some of us like to watch Hallmark movies and not dramas.
Yes, we do.
While
yes,
eating
we
cookies.
do.
And so whatever it is that brings you joy, if you know that, and then you can say no, set those expectations. There are a lot of wishes that come upon us, and people want us to, meet them, do things, go to parties, but also there's that emotional piece where we're very giving of ourselves during this time, which is wonderful.
Sure, of course.
But to also know when you need to give to yourself.
So for each nice thing that you do for somebody else, return the favor to yourself. And some other ways that you can do that, take a hot bath.
Yes, think about your coping skills. So this is a great time of year to actually write down your coping skills. Tape them to your refrigerator or wherever you see often in your house. Some people like to write it with dry marker on their mirror in the morning. Whatever your healthy coping skills are, engage in those, and then keep coming back to your why. What is it about this season that you like, and how can you ramp that up?
Absolutely. Well, I think you have wonderful tips, and I think if anyone follows those, they should make it out alive and well and ready for the new year. Thank you so much, Dr. Kelly. Really love having you here.
Thank you.
We're back after this.